Today in Taipei, prosecutors seek another 26 years behind bars for a corporate chair over a gambling debt scheme. Population decline stretches to 28 straight months. Police brace for a scooter protest on the Danjiang Bridge. Health officials cool talk of an NHI premium hike, and new incentives for parents to share childcare leave. I'm Dean Bark. Welcome to the City Report with Dean Bark from Taipei. Let's open with the big one. Prosecutors in Taipei want an additional 26-year sentence and a fine of 605 million new Taiwan dollars for Xin Qingjing. Xin is the chair of Core Pacific Group, a Taipei-based conglomerate best known for the Core Pacific City Mall. He was already sentenced to 10 years for bribery tied to the Core Pacific City project involving Ko Wen-jae, the former Taipei mayor. The new request centers on alleged violations of the Securities and Exchange Act, with prosecutors saying Xin used fraudulent investment loans to cover personal gambling debts. Time to dig into the details. The case reaches back to 2001, when Core Pacific Mall operations began and losses piled up. And by 2019, debts tied to gambling and corporate issues reportedly hit about 18.1 billion new Taiwan dollars. Prosecutors say the scheme strained multiple Core Pacific subsidiaries. They are also seeking prison terms and fines for 12 others, including Xin's son and Steve Chen, a former economics minister. That's the headline. A court will now weigh the request. Call it like it is. A 26-year sentence is a necessary measure to deter audacious financial misconduct. When gambling debts meet corporate finance, the House should not win. Moving on. Taiwan's population declined again in April, marking 28 consecutive months of decline. The population now stands at about 23.3 million. There were 8,144 births and 15,994 deaths, a negative natural growth of 7,850, plus a net migration loss of 174. Taiwan is now a super-aged society. At least 20% of people are 65 or older, and the current share is about 20.4%. A few local notes. Linqiang County posted the highest birth rate, while Chiayi County had the lowest. April also saw 5,783 marriages and 4,092 divorces. What's the takeaway? A shrinking and aging population tightens the labor market, pressures pensions and healthcare, and challenges long-term growth. Addressing the low birth rate is crucial to reversing this trend and securing Taiwan's economic future. Strollers are getting outnumbered by walkers, and that is not a great long-term ratio. Let's pivot to the next story. New Taipei police say they will move to halt a planned scooter protest on opening day for the Danjiang Bridge. The Danjiang Bridge is the new cable-stayed span designed to ease traffic congestion in Tamsui and surrounding districts. Activists argue the scooter lanes are too narrow at 1.6 meters compared to 2.5-meter car lanes. They say that increases crash risk and complicates rescues. Police have coordinated with the Transportation Ministry's Highway Bureau to keep scooters out of car lanes during any protest action. In emergencies, officials say rescue vehicles can use car lanes, bicycle lanes, and pedestrian sidewalks. The bridge is slated to open to traffic on May 12th. Let's cut to the chase. These infrastructure decisions should prioritize safety to avoid public unrest. Narrow lanes may fit a scooter, but not a margin of error. Shifting gears. Health and Welfare Minister Shi Chungliang says national health insurance premiums are not set to rise immediately. Shi is the cabinet official overseeing the NHI. The NHI is the nationwide health coverage system funded by payroll and supplemental premiums. Projections show expenses outpacing income in 2027, with a deficit of about 81.7 billion new Taiwan dollars and the reserve fund nearing the legal minimum by the end of that year. But those are long-term model estimates. Officials say supplemental premium income is up thanks to higher wages and stronger financial markets, and reserve levels are expected to remain stable next year. The system has an adjustment mechanism that kicks in based on revenue and spending conditions. Well, that's one way to look at it. No immediate hike does not mean never. Vigilance on costs remains critical to keep the system steady. All right, next topic. Premier Cho Jung-tai proposes extending childcare leave benefits to encourage shared parenting. Cho is the head of Taiwan's Executive Yuan, the cabinet. Under the plan, If both parents each take 6 months of leave, the family would receive an extra month of benefits. Current policy already allows flexible leave applications, and as of March, men accounted for 49.6% of applicants. The government also plans to expand respite care and emergency care services to support families. Now that's worth discussing. This is a positive step toward gender equality and family responsibilities, and if it also nudges the birth rate in the right direction, all the better. Babies do not read policy papers, parents do. And that's your report for today from the City Report with Dean Bark in Taipei. Have a great day, and tune in tomorrow for more updates.